What's up, guys? See if I'm streaming. I should be streaming. Let's make sure. Let's make sure everything is working, and then we'll get into it. I'm not going to be making music with FL Studio today. I will be. It's a live work. We'll call it live music producer session. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to call it. Because here's the situation. Go ahead and get rid of this gum. Otherwise, it's going to be annoying to people listening. Okay, so here's the thing that I'm working on today. Basically, I have a student who does piano with me, and his mom, they've been with me for a while. He started and he decided he wanted to do piano. And, his mom, demo kind of stuff, and you have to make, when you're doing that kind of work, you have to make it really, you have to give those expectations up front, because that type of work is, people want to get what they pay for with that kind of work, and that kind of work is really hard, because if you don't produce the kind of quality they're looking for, it's going to take you a lot more time, a lot more of your time to get there. And so honestly, that's why I like doing music lessons. They come in, we do the lesson, they're happy about it, they pay me, they come back the next week. Recording, completely different business. It's a lot more complex. It just is. It's a lot more time, and people have to be 100% happy with the product, and that's why I just don't go there. Maybe one day, maybe. But I've been, I do it on the side so that I keep learning more and more. But basically, with all that being said, what we have here is she's a vocal student, right? She's an adult. So she's trying to learn how to sing. Well, she came to me and she was like, well, let's record this song. I want to do this song. I want to make a music video out of the song that I'm working with on my vocal instructor. So she's going to sing the song. So we did a couple sessions together. Every single session, she would record it a couple of takes, because that's what you do with vocals. You record a couple of takes and you do what's called comping, which means you take the best out of whatever take and you get rid of the other part of the take. That's a whole nother video. That's called comping. But I did my best to comp her vocals. I had some backups, some mains. I had reverb. I had all that. I mixed and mastered it the best I possibly could 2 times. And I emailed it to her, and both times she sent me an email back that was just like, no, that won't do. I don't like it. No kidding. So this 3rd time, all right, I got straight with her. As nice and professional as I could. I was just like, if you really want me to help you with this, let's do it. Let's dig in. Like, I'm more than just a drum or piano instructor. I can help you with this. I can't necessarily help you with the vocal side of things. I'm not a vocal instructor, but I can help you with what you're about to see here. So, in other words, she did 3 more takes on that last time around. And of course my air comes on. Hell well, whatever. And she didn't like any of the 3 takes. So what I discovered as I was listening is, here's the crazy thing, okay? The track is not actually in a key. Okay? What do I mean by that? Well, if we look at a piano, on a piano you have keys, right? So this is always known to be a G. In other words, a long time ago, we decided that a certain frequency, I know one of them by heart, 440 is A, because that's what orchestra's tuned by. 440 is A. So that means double that. That's the octave higher. Lower it, divide that in half, and that's your below A. It's math, okay? It's frequencies. we decided that certain frequencies would be called certain things, and we divided our octave up 12 or 11 equal half steps. Okay, that's called equal temperament. Meaning every single pitch you can sing has a directive distance. So even if I sing something that's not an exact pitch, well, that's what a tuner is for, right? So here's an example. If I go, I was basically singing a B flat without even knowing it, and it was decently in tune. But that's why you always sing better if you have an instrument, because, well, the instrument is tuned. Piano is obviously tuned. Guitar has to be tuned to what's called equal temperament. And then you can match your vocals up to that pitch. With all that being said, so if we look back at our computer here, this track is literally not in any kind of pitch. I have to unmute it. If you try to find the key to this track, it doesn't exist. It's somewhere in between an A and a B flat. How did that happen? I don't know. But that was the big thing I came to, the big conclusion. So I told her, I was like, listen, this track, that's why you're having problems with it. So then I sat down at the keyboard, right? And I was like, all right, I'm going to play like I'm a vocal instructor. I'm not a vocal instructor. I took classes in college. I know about it. I know how it works. You do vocal warm-ups, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. I know it. I know all about that world. I'm just not one of those people. I don't charge people for that service. Like I said, I'm very upfront about these sorts of things. I'm not a vocal instructor. I don't charge people for that, and I'm not a recording engineer. That's how I've kept my business at 5 stars for many, many years, because I only do what I specialize in. That way, you know, you're bringing people a good product. Or the inverse of that is, if I do something that's outside of my comfort zone that I know I'm not an expert in, or I couldn't deliver a 100% product for these customers, I give them expectations up front. So the track was not in the right key, okay? But I got on the keyboard and I was just figuring it out. At first I actually did on guitar with a capo, and I tried to find the key that worked well for her voice. That was a really important thing. And this video can help a lot of music producers out there who may be working with an artist and they have a track and it's just not quite working. It could have everything to do with key, okay? Because in music, every single song you've ever heard is supposed to be inside of some sort of key that's inside of some sort of equal temperament note, meaning, you know, all the notes that we had to our disposal in equal temperament. C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, and so on, okay? Meaning you don't want a track that's outside of that, okay? You don't want a track that's outside of the pitch that we're looking for. Meaning you also don't want the voice to be outside of a key that's outside of equal temperament either. So that's why singers sing scales. Singers sing scales so that they can get their mind and their body internalized around that system, the equal temperament system. But what a key is you start at a certain key, okay, a certain note, and you get back to that note. So B flat to B flat. Well, if it's major, then you're singing a scale, major or minor, that's going to match up with that. And that's what do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And the idea is that when you sing, you're going to be singing one of those pitches inside of equal temperament. Okay? So, as a singer, what singers do, to my knowledge anyways, I'm not really a singer, from the back seat per se, this is what I think singers do, is they try to find the best key that works for them in whatever song they're singing. Long story short, which I didn't do that on purpose, I'm live streaming, I can take as much time as I want to. But long story short, I found the key that works well for her voice. It's B flat major, okay? And here's the funny thing. As soon as I found out that she was singing it in B flat major, she was literally singing it in B flat major while the track was a little bit out of B flat major. So here's the funny thing. She actually wasn't singing bad. She was singing bad in the context of the track that we were recording to. And that's the funny thing about music. Now you're probably saying, well, Barrett, can't you just tune the track? I tried that. That's the easiest way out, obviously. Just tune the track, right? But the thing I told her was, since we know what key is going to work best for your voice now, B flat in this case, B flat major, not only can we practice the scale and the arpeggios and things that will help her vocal technique wise to be able to sing in B flat, but now I can record her the same track but in B flat. Okay, and this is the type of 5-star service that I provide. Now that's the backstory. Let's get into the actual work where I record the track. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to. So I left a bunch of these links here on purpose. I reminded myself what key it was supposed to be in, because that's what key her voice was singing it in. And here's my link for the YouTube video, so I need that. That's the actual song. I'm gonna have to use that for reference. Apparently it's an English song that they translated into Spanish. I've always found that fascinating, because how can you realistically really do that? I mean, they're two different languages. To make that work, there has to be a lot of like different things in translation to make that work.
What does an art?
Just certain words flow differently. I mean, it has everything to do with cadence. And the languages have different cadences. So to take an English song and to put it into Spanish, that's got to be, maybe sometimes it's not that bad. Now, the easiest thing I could do is originally it's in G in the English version. And so we decided we want to be in B flat. So all I have to do is I can go to Transpose. Now this is a really cool thing if you're a musician. If you don't know, Ultimate-Guitar, all of us musicians use this website. It's like a musician, hey down. If you ever go watch a musician playing live and they're busking or something on the street, and you call out a song and they magically know how to play it right off the bat, this is why, okay? They're not a genius. We don't know every single song at our disposal, but this resource right here is a beast. Ultimate-Guitar.com is a beast. And not only now, they've really improved it over the past couple of years too. Not only do they have chord charts at the top for every single chord in your tune, you can also now transpose as well as change the font. That's funny. I didn't even mean to do that. And you can actually copy and paste too, although they're trying to get more strict on that. They'll always give you like a little warning almost, but it's like, nah, dude, I'm good. You can copy and paste it into a notepad if you really want to. So I do that. I do this for students all day long, man. I'm giving y'all some of the secrets of teaching music right here, okay? But anyways, say you want it in the key of B flat. Well, if we're in G, I'm just going to go up. It doesn't matter which way you go. Of course they're going to spell it as it's A sharp. Now, this is the thing about music that's funny. The thing about music that's funny is you can actually spell, it's called spelling. You can spell a black key, an accidental, either way. You can say it's either A sharp or B flat. But here's the funny thing, and this is something that's not talked about enough and is kind of ignorant a little bit in music education. Excuse me. Is that certain notes have tendencies, meaning this is almost always a B flat. Barely ever do you call it an A sharp. There's certain times where you'll call it an A sharp. Like if you're in the key of F sharp major, you'll call it an A sharp. Well, why? Well, because in F sharp major, that's your third note. That's not the only reason why, okay? It's a little bit more in depth than that. But that's what I'm going to say for now, okay? So certain times you will call this A sharp major, but 99% of the time you're going to call it B flat major, just like you do in band when you say trumpet in B flat. All right? So that's a B flat. Let me go ahead and tell you the rest of the tendencies, in my opinion. C sharp, this key is almost always called C sharp. Barely ever is it called D flat, but D flat is more common than some of these other ones. It depends on what key you're in. If you're in the key of E flat, then you will call it a D flat. If you're in a flat key, you're going to call it a D flat, but most of the time it's called C sharp. Almost all the time, this key is called E flat. Almost all the time. Almost all the time. You see this as E flat. It's very important, okay? So this is almost always called B flat. This is almost always called E flat. This is almost always called C sharp. And then the other two, this is almost always called A flat, because who the hell wants to play a G sharp? Okay? Maybe if you're in A minor, you want to play G sharp, do G sharp diminished, or fully diminished, or something. Okay? It depends on what key you're in. See? It depends on what key you're in. So there's certain times where, yeah, you will call that a G sharp, but almost always, you will almost always the last one, in my opinion, these are my opinion, okay? My musical opinion. I've been playing for a while and studying music for a long time. F sharp major is the last one. I'll say that this one's almost always called F sharp instead of G flat. So C sharp, E flat, F sharp, A flat, B flat. That's my opinion, okay? So those are the names I'm going to use. Those are the names that I'm going to be familiar with. Now, here's the thing, or not be familiar with, whatever. The most commonly known, okay? B flat, though, has tendencies. So if I'm actually in a key now, so there's a difference between tendencies and being inside of a key. If I'm actually in a key, of B flat, then now I have almost rules per se, okay? And my rules say that, I hope you guys can hear my voice in my keyboard. Are y'all able to hear my voice in my keyboard? Probably. But the rules in B flat say that now I have to call these keys a certain thing. B flat, C minor, D minor, E flat major, because E flat major is in B flat, F, G minor, A diminished, and B flat. So you can go through and practice all of those. And that way you can get comfortable moving from See, if I'm playing inside of a key, that's how it works. I'm going to get used to certain chords that work in whatever key I'm playing in, because that's how keys work. Scales work and keys work together. Okay? The scale of B flat major and the key of B flat major are the same thing. It means I'm going to be singing and playing chords and notes inside that key. Alright, with that being said, I have to kind of transpose this into B flat. So what I'm going to do to make this easy on myself is I'm just going to copy this whole thing. Yeah, copy this whole thing. I'm going to put it in this notepad, and this is where the tedious work begins. The kid's name is Hammett, so I'm going to call this Hammett's mom. Song. I apologize, I don't know your name. See, D sharp, that's a guitar thing, man. Guitarists love to call everything sharp, the sharp name. But in reality, in music theory, we don't call everything the sharp name. It depends on what key you're in. Whatever key you're in, that key has certain tendencies. So like B flat has E flat. Not my rules, man. It's just music theory. G sharp. That's strange. Now, I do have the benefit of hearing this a million freaking times because this is the third time. This will actually be the fourth time that we record this. If hopefully I get this piano track recorded and she likes it, she's kind of she's a picky one. Hope she doesn't watch my videos, but she's I mean, all people are. I shouldn't say that. All people are picky. When they're paying for a product, they want it to be done right. You know, I shouldn't say she's picky. That's a good example of how the recording world works. That's why I don't want to be part of the recording world, man. I would hate to be part of the recording world. Music lessons is where it is at. You don't have any of that discrepancy. What did I teach you? It's on the paper I just gave you. You know? That's the value right there. And then you coming back next week and then being able to practice it and know it. And it's a lot more of a simple business model, man. With recording, see, now you're prisoner. I hate to say it that way, but you kind of are. You're prisoner to whatever they want. If they don't, you know, I mean, I guess obviously you would contract. I can hear my dad now. Well, you have a contract. That's right. That's a good point. But see, that's why I'm not part of that world. I don't want to get into having to have contracts with everyone. That's just not. For one, I'm not used to it. It's not that I don't know. I don't think I would be comfortable with that. That gets into like legality, because if you have a contract, now you have the whole, okay, if you don't follow it, then what happens? Well, I guess that's stated in the contract, right? But not that whenever I've recorded, I've ever actually had a contract. No recording. Musicians aren't really like that. They're kind of way more chill than that. It's kind of funny to think about, to go to a studio and actually have a contract. You'd be like, dude, what are you talking about? But I'm sure in the real big places, like not the mom and pop studios, but like in Capitol Records, I know you got a contract there, but that's because they're saving their butt, you know. Actually, I have no idea what I'm talking about, so I should just be quiet. When it comes to like the music business and like real big studios and corporations, I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so now that I spelled all those chords in a more correct manner, a manner that actually freaking makes sense, I'm gonna print that out, and so now I can actually look at those chords, look at the chart, and play along with it. All right. So now I have to learn the song in this key by listening to it in the key before it. So I just talked a lot, and now I'm not going to talk so much because I got to concentrate. I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to listen. I'm going to listen to it a little bit and just get myself familiar with the way the song's supposed to go.
The subscription cover? Well, everything.
That intro, crap. Okay, so if I'm recording, the first thing I need to do actually is I need to find the tempo. So I have an app. There's a bunch of them called Soundbrainer. I don't know, man. This thing, and I'm just gonna tap the tempo on it. I'm gonna go ahead and go with eighth notes. So it's definitely expressive. What does that mean? Well, here's another musical thing you can learn about. Expressive in music means that it doesn't actually have a solid tempo anyways. That's piano for you. A lot of times when you're hearing a piano recording, they have a tempo in mind, but they're going to swift and move that tempo depending on whatever the music's doing. Pianists love to do this. For one, the instrument kind of lends itself to the fact that you can do that because a lot of times you're playing solo. If you're playing with a band, you can't do that. But if you're playing solo, you can always play more expressively. And that's what's happening here. Now, with that being said, you can always center in on a tempo that it's still around. It doesn't mean, it doesn't mean that it's exactly that the entire time, but that's part of the musicianship that's involved. So I had to decide whether I do want to use a click or not. Since I'm just doing piano and vocal, it doesn't matter that much. If I was doing drums and bass and all that, that would really start to not be any fun. But in this case, I don't think I need to worry too much about tempo. Just kind of get it around something. It's going to be more about getting the feel of the song more than anything else. Okay, so here's something I can do. What I can do, even though it's in a different key in this recording than B flat, is I can record on my lead sheet, on my chart, how many beats each chord is getting. And that's actually a really important thing to know. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. That's an intro. I don't even know if I'm going to do the intro. I might have to come back and do the intro. So that was 4. Meaning that each chord is getting 4 beats of time before you get to the next chord. That's really important. That's called the chord changes in music. So it's just been 4, 3, 4, 1. Yeah, it's 4 every single time. I don't think I'm going to be able to do all the licks. I mean, I might be able to put it in there after the fact. Hey, here's where it gets a little bit more tricky. It doesn't get tricky. It's just that in that part, those chords actually only got 2 beats each. See, that's really important. And the reason that's happening is because you're building into the chorus on that part. But that's a very subtle thing. But see, if I didn't know that, how those chords were functioning in the song at that exact point, then I could have recorded it wrong. Wait, how does the chorus go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Yeah, okay, so it's still just 4. I have to find out where that pause is at though. This is actually much more difficult in Spanish because normally I would just look at a word and I would know where the chord kind of sits like that, but I can't really do that since it's in Spanish. This is definitely a little bit more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Just a little bit. Alright, here's the chorus right here. 1. I'm not 100% on that part. Now, thankfully, most of the time, verses and choruses are exactly the same thing. But I do need to know how many verses and choruses there are. That's really a pre-chorus. It's not a bridge. I don't know why they're calling it a bridge. It's a pre-chorus. Pre-chorus means you're getting ready for that chorus. You're building to the chorus. So this is an absolute build right here. Now you're getting into the chorus right here. So that's that 2, 2, 2, 2, 4. Right here. Boom. Chorus. man. Yeah, I don't know what that part is. Dude, this song is not even halfway over, but my chart is done. Okay, so, you know, she's gonna get the watered down. She's gonna get the watered down version, bro. Cause, I mean, I don't know. I only got so much time. I can only do what I can do. I'm gonna try my best, but yeah, man. She's gonna get the watered down version. So, here we go. We're gonna try the watered down version. Without the intro, something like. So B flat. this is when you go on Fiverr and you hire a pianist to do this. Pretty funny, pretty funny. Oh, you can't even see it. I'm such a noob. Yeah, man, this is going to be a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Not going to lie. What's one thing? Let's see how can we make this easy. One way I can make it easier is let's try this. Let's try taking all of this vocal and we're going to export this vocal as a WAV file. Let's export this vocal as a WAV file. Call it song vocal demo. What's going on, my one viewer that I got? I literally have I got 1 hour to do this before my students start coming in. Oh. Sorry, I gotta do some business stuff. Not O's 20. Shit. Only. Google freaking Calendar straight up deleted one of my peoples again the other day. And they came in and I was like, oh, so embarrassing when that happens. Google Calendar is like 99%.
All right, guys, welcome back to a brand new video.
Gosh, be quiet. Google Calendar is like 99% reliable, but that 1% hits you every now and then, and it literally deletes stuff sometimes. All right, so now that we have that exported, this probably isn't gonna work, but you know what? We're gonna try to be positive here. It might work. You know. I wonder if you can tune a vocal online. My computer's freaking out. So there is free audio plugins I can buy. Possibly. Is it a trial or is it actually free? It's probably a trial. I really don't care. Free edition. Free edition probably means you can't export anything. That's probably what it means. What's the difference between the free version and the other version? All right. I've never actually even like got a plug-in into the. I don't even actually know how to put a plug-in into FL Studio like a freaking noob. Never really done it before. I'm sure I could figure it out. Oh shit! What the hell is that? That's not what I want. God no! Stop. Ah! What is going on here? Should be on here somewhere. Windows. Sure. Sure. That's probably how you open it up. You go to yeah, plugin database. What the heck is this stuff? What is this stuff? Well, I don't know what I'm doing. I do not know what I'm doing. Like I said, I've never put a plugin on my FL Studio before. Add plugin FL Studio. How do you do it? I'm scared to show you all this kind of information. Someone's gonna hack my computer or some shit. It was like VST, yeah, VST plugins. There we go. This. But how do you get it to, what do you do? Not Mac. Oh my god. No one cares about Macs, yo. Sorry if you're offended if you have a Mac. What? Add? Manage plugins? Maybe? Why is this so complicated? I mean, is it already in here? I have no idea, dude. Like I said, I don't know how to do this. More plugins. Manage plugins. Which one did he have selected? VST3. So there's the DLL file. Yeah, I don't know how to do this. Oh, start scan? I didn't see that button. There we go. They found it. Then what do you do? Okay. Oh. You click a check mark. Starts with a G. It's like grill or something. Grillion. What is it? Yeah, this. What do I do? What do I do about it? You can't open a DLL file. Yeah. Should be able to open it with hey, got it on there. Cool. Okay, I think I have it on there now. So now if I go to and then there's like a plugin button. There we are. Here it is. So now if I go to where's it at? Um, It's not in here. Why is it not in here? Oh, it's a GRA. All this trouble just trying to tune vocals, man. I know you're probably saying, Barrett, you know that FL Studio has a pitch correction. I know, but I gotta pay for it. I don't want to pay for it. Costs like $100, man. And you have to do it manually. I don't want to do it manually. I want something like this where I can just, quantize the pitch, man. Quantize the pitch in a certain key. Do it now. Do it now. Probably sound horrible. The point here's the thing I'm trying to do, okay? If I can quantize the vocals, the pitch into a certain key, then I can play along with it and it'll be a lot more organic and I can hear the vocal. Because I'm not a I can't speak Spanish. So I can't even kind of get a feel for how all this is supposed to go. It's actually a lot more complicated than I thought it was going to be. The only other way to do it is to have her in here singing it while I record it. That'd be the only other way for us to do it. For me to be able to do it anyways. Yeah. How do you freaking get on your program? Double click, follow the instructions. I think I did that already. Right. Yeah, that's the application right there. I did that already. I think. Yeah. I did that already. Huh. That makes sense. Yeah, I've already done that. So in other words, now it's up to FL Studio. Well, this live stream was not supposed to go like this. It was supposed to be me figuring it out on piano, playing it on piano, and recording it, and being, like that. But, it's not really how it's going. It's all good. This is very realistic. If any of you guys want to be music producers, here you go. This is more about what it is. Not that I'm actually a music producer. I'm a music educator. But why do I not have the little check mark? It should be in like pitch correction miscellaneous. Should be in here. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I think I'm about over that idea. What's weird is it's right here. It's right there. So what do I do? How do I use it though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I see that it's right here, but how do I use it? How do I use it? What do I do? Category effect. Oh. Oh. Here's effect. Are we on to something? Are we on to something? Where is it, dude? Yeah, I'm about to give up. About to give up. About to give up. Oh, I thought I was onto something there. Well, what do the other ones do? What do the other ones do if you click on them? Oh, maybe I have to drag it. Maybe I have to drag it. Maybe I have to drag it. Let's get the mixer out. And, alright, this is on track 8. So we go to track 8. We're on track 8. Drag this plug in. Oh my god, I just figured it out. Oh my god, I just figured it out. Alright, hell yeah, we're in business. I'm sorry for those of you who know FL Studio really well, and that was like painful. Okay, let's see here. Oh, you can't quantize on the free one. Mother. Hey, I can put harmony in here. What the fuck? I can't do harmony. What can I do with this fucking thing? Jesus Christ. Can I at least make it in B flat? I'm hoping this means key. Does this mean the key of B flat? I hope that doesn't mean it's trying to make every single thing a B flat. That's not what I mean. Da, 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 da. You know what? I know it sounds crazy, but that might actually just work. That might actually work. Because I could tell it's doing something with B flat. I don't know what the hell it's doing with B flat, but it's doing something. I don't know. Does this mean the key? It doesn't. This thing doesn't tell you any information. What does this really mean? This could mean lots of things. I can do. I can do all the notes in the key of B flat. Okay. Ah, now we're getting somewhere. I did all the notes in the key of B flat. Hey, I'm learning. Now let's listen to it. Now it should be only notes that are in the key of B flat. What does this mean? I don't get it. Just turn that bitch all the way up. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't want y'all to think that I would literally be serious. I don't want y'all to think I would literally be serious and do that to an actual vocal. That's not how vocal pitching. That's not how pitch correction. That's not how you should treat auto tune or pitch correction. Although that is how most hip hop artists do it. No offense, hip hop. But in this case, since I am trying to match it to a keyboard, just to record a daggum piano part, it's actually exactly what I'm looking for. I think I got to play with it to make sure. So now let's do this. Let's connect this with my keyboard so I can have a track for my keyboard. There's no reason for it to be up that high. Is that even working still? It's literally only picking up the mic, isn't it? That is so annoying about this program. Whatever, dude. I can only do what I can do. I gotta work here. I can't worry about that. All right, now I can practice with it. We're in business. Let's do some practicing. On some of this stuff. Well, a lot of it. That's what practice is for. But those chords that I thought, this stupid chart was written a little bit off. So I'm not going to blame it all on me. Some of it's the chart, dang it. major to an E flat minor. It does that minor 4 thing that composers love to do. So I was a chord behind on everything, because then the B flat goes back here. That makes a lot of sense. All right, that makes a lot of sense. If anyone's listening or watching, let me know about sound wise. What I'm looking at sound wise. That'd be good. Like if you can hear the piano, if you can hear me, all that good kind of stuff. But I'm practicing this so I can record it. Hopefully, I got 30 minutes. If I practice for a little bit and record it, I should be able to knock it out. I got to get all these chords right though. What is going on? God, kill me now. Kill me now. Kill me now. Kill me now. Okay, I'm not going to do anything fancy. Man. And see, this whole video is a self-fulfilling prophecy. This is why, if you teach, don't take recording gigs. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Depending on who the person is. I hate to say it like that, but it's just the truth, man. I had this one guy, I recorded a whole demo for him, and he's super chill with it. Why? Because he knows it's a demo, quality. That's, as long as you're upfront with these people, like anything in business, you got to be upfront with people. Then, at that point, they'll understand that you can provide this service, this amount of product. Then they get it. I don't think this lady quite gets it. I'm gonna do my best, but I've already spent almost 2 hours today working on this. I'm not gonna get paid for any of that time. So I'm not complaining. I did it to myself. Now if I do get a successfully recorded piano part done, and she's able to sing to it, then I will get paid for that piano session, that track. We have talked about that already. So, all this is the work that just goes into just getting ready to record the track. and I'm gonna try to record something. But I don't have big confidence right now. I just don't. I think whatever I do, unfortunately, since I'm not a professional pianist and I don't sound like the track, I don't think she's gonna be satisfied with it. And then, so it's one of those things, man. Once again, this video is a self-fulfilling prophecy. This is why I teach music, okay? For one, I love to teach music. I love music. I love teaching music. I love people becoming better musicians because of things that I'm coaching them along with, advice and all that sort of thing. But recording, not so much, man. I can't stand going back and doing the same thing over and over again. They don't like it. Revisions, there is no such thing as revisions in the lessons business. So anyways, I'm done talking about that. Let's try to record something. Man, I'm scared though. So if I'm going to try to record something, the first thing I'm going to want to do is, usually it would be click, but like I said earlier, it's no real reason for a click here. That's a decent volume. I just got to go for it, man. I just got to go for it. That's how I usually do in recording anyways. So I need to watch this to see when she starts singing so I can hit off, because I'm not doing that intro. She's just not going to get that intro. It's not happening. I don't have the chords for it. I don't have the time for it. Already messed up. Yeah, this is going to take a while. Is it still recording? No. No, it's not recording. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Oh god, it's probably recording the master or something. No, it's not. Okay. don't even know if I just recorded anything. Did I just record anything? It doesn't look like I recorded anything. What the heck, dude? I don't see anything recorded. The last thing I would have recorded would have been this. Play it. Did I record anything? What is this? Why is it not showing up? Well, why is it not showing up? That's so strange. What in the world, dude? Is something I'm missing here? Oh well, I ain't worried about it. As long as it recorded it. Oh my god, stop it. That's not what I meant to do. Oh god, I just moved everything. I'm bitching a lot. Sorry, I need to quit bitching. Alright, well, you know what? We're just gonna call that the take for now, and we're gonna play with it a little bit. First thing I'm gonna do on this hoe is I'm gonna put that pitch corrector on there. That way if I miss a note, then you know what? It is what it is. Actually, there's an A flat in there, so I have to put A flat in there too. Other than that, though, I don't think there's any... Wait a minute. No, there's no C sharps. There's no E's. Yeah, there's no E's. So... It'd be like 11. Whoa, whoops. What am I doing, dude? Yeah, 11. Okay. So, let's try to make that sound a little bit better. Ooh. Why is it doing that? Wait, what is going on? Okay, well, I really wish I didn't hit any wrong notes, but I definitely did. So what am I gonna do about that? I didn't end on 1. I should definitely end on 1. I was trying to do this. I was trying to do something like that, but I was reaching for the major 2. But in E flat, the major 2 is freaking F. And I hit freaking F sharp instead, which made it minor, and then went to major. Which, if it was my recording, whatever. But it's not my recording, so. I think I'm gonna try one more time. What the hell, right? What the hell? Let's try one more time. Where's all that noise coming from? Good Lord. It's coming from the stupid interface. I mean, I don't know what to do about that. Not much you can do. It's just cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap. I could turn down, but then what do I do? Now I don't have as much volume. Duh, Barrett. I really don't want to hear my monitor, though. I don't really want to hear my monitor. Because I can hear it, and it's got a little latency to it, and it's kind of annoying. I guess I can just do that. Yeah, now I don't have any latency. Alright. Let's try this again. Alright, here we go. Actually, I just don't like that I messed up on a couple of notes. It's just gonna take more practice. You're in B flat major, Barrett. tried. My student's probably here. Anyways. That's gonna be the take for the day. The one I did before. Why is it saying it's not recording anything? Obviously it just recorded something. It's right here. Oh, it didn't actually this time. Well, hey. You know what? I do not understand this program completely. Yeah, it's supposed to be recording. Oh, it's because that wasn't clicked in. I bet that's why. I did that so I didn't have to hear the monitor, but okay, that's enough. Recording wears me out, man. I'm already pretty good for the day on all that. That's another reason I teach. Recording wears you out, man. I mean, if you're working on other people's stuff, if I was working on my own stuff, it'd be a lot more fun. When you're working on other people's stuff, it's just a lot of stress, dude. It's like, it's not yours, so if you mess up, it means a whole lot more, you know? But anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys got something out of this kind of workflow. I'm obviously not a professional at all this kind of stuff, but I ain't bad. I'm pretty decent at it. Except for when it comes to putting plugins in, that was pretty harsh thing to watch. I'm sure I would have been really annoyed watching that. All right, thanks for watching, whoever tuned in today, and maybe I'll go live some other time this week. I don't know. I never know. I just kind of play things by ear, do whatever I want. So about to do some lessons, and so I will see you guys on the next one. I can't even wave. Can't figure out what plane to put my hand in. All right, later.